It's been getting quite...
Yeah. No time to lose. No time to lose.
Nowhere to hide. Odds revealed by speed of light. Incoming. Cut to the chase. Ready, steady,
Yeah. Yeah. Amateur mistake. You can run, but you can't hide.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! I summon thee!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Couldn't let your guard down.
Ad Astra Abyssos. fountain.
No time to lose.
Don't blink! Huh? Don't blink! Huh?
No time to lose. Yep.
Let the wind lead. Let the wind lead.
Yeah. I'm... quite... impressed.
Everything we have is a blessing from Barbados.
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance!
No time to lose. No time to lose. Yeah.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex.
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to... Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the...
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind... For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come...
No. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not... Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, the world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise would... That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original... Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue. And the one who finds the...
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a... Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate...
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other...
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply...
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless.
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed...
That is correct,
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is... I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to...
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they...
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best... Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars.
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broke...
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered... Morax used a rather underhanded
This bit of history is a long story.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time. First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble. But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor...
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? Yeah. Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so...
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will...
Oh? What
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely...
Well, that is quite enticing. All right, then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by an ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But... This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable? I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. Pierced after many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned. What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, but due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the...
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex...
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll... I mean, rich with Well, since we brought so many people, I think...
Okay then. I will go with my friend here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Reveal thyself! Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Oz, reveal thyself!
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
I could get used to this.
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. The hydromonic monsters. I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead, defeat them, and recover the relic.
My royal... Got lucky that time. Incoming! Hey! Oh, protect us! Nowhere to hide. Got lucky that time.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Oh, protect us!
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that!
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard.
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics...
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to... Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex. But they have nothing to do with the stone slab we found, however. Has a mysterious pattern and faint...
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the... Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell... But you? You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that...
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber.
Ah, I see. What a shame.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
What? So what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? All right then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the god of salt too.
Oh, protect us?
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure...
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed... But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless...
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean...
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually how the area... However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break... I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but... So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important. I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But the god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shame. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside...
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its...
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wan...
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so.
No time to lose.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of Salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a... See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east, do the people of Liyue...
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. This benevolent god, at that time, with the chaotic fire and that haven she eventually found, is right.
How sad then.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Riptide!
Come on, we can do it!
With sword comes shadow.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyanstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure.
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with the—
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god—
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your— You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are—
You have the audacity to demand—
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must—
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
Don't blink! Yeah! Speed up pace! With sword comes shadow. Hut! Hut! Don't blink! Hey! Hut! Yeah! Yeah! Hut! Yeah! Hut! 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 Yeah! 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 Don't blink! Hut! Yeah! La la la! Ha ha ha! Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this room? Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god...
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt...
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is...
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10...
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the...
Of course, as we agreed. But how can...
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Quake! Rise! Order guide you.
Reveal thyself!
Outrider Amber, reporting. Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Osmanthus wine.
Solidify! Quake!
Look at this! It's filled halfway,
According to my knowledge,
What?
exactly.
able to
Finally.
Hey!
If Mr.
Of course.
Since we have a...
Then let's move on.
Get him! I'll protect us!
Just a simple ruler. Doesn't look to be worth any.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt. Much like a rock. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt.
That's it.
Well then, according to our
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short? And this girl has been useless. Why would she?
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, let's not forget who hired who here.
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall suffer the...
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may...
Pay your dues. Gather. Leaving so soon. Prepare yourself. Order guide Quake! No escape!
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. When people see the object of... I think we should be honest with each other now. That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize not... You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my... You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago. During the war, we agreed to a
Naturally. Come with me. All the...
Rise!
Let the show begin! Incoming!
Solidify! Gather! Order guide you! Solidify!
With sword comes shadow. Incoming!
Stabilize! Quake! Rise! Rise!
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the God of Salt had to fight back. Fight back against the evil Morax. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the God of Salt.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause.
This logic!
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired. No matter what, I must be faithful. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? That is to say, you consign yourself to...
That's okay. The God of Salt gave up her life to protect her people. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my...
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the... Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world, but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start. However, during such a long war, there is no... After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one...
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend.
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt!
As I said before...
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
It is a punishment after all. I did not want to tell her such cruel fact. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. Salt and betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this the Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her, no matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is those who could not flee. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had... So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisance. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted...
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. Indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for... All right then. Now, would you like to accompany... Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Yeah. 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 Ha! Yeah. Who's next? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not... To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method. Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat. Well, may you find treasure among the... Now, I am the god of wealth, so I would think that my words have some weight here. Now then, it is time that we consigned... As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the... Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osile, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
In the name of the Prinzessin!
You know, there are better ways to seek out our enemies than, well...
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why's that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area. Even though Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that they simply left their ruin and marched off all of a sudden.
So did somebody wake them up?
As I say, the reason is still unclear. Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. Strange noises are often... As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. Sorry? Did you say something?
Was that supposed to be your impression of Master Diluc talking about the Knights of Favonius?
In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but it just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that so? Well, if you're genuinely offering... I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside, but since then I've been too busy...
Footprints, eh? Interesting. We'll take the case.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. On behalf of the Millilith, I salute you, traveler. You have my gratitude. I will rendezvous with you once I have finished my patrol.
This footprint is huge! It has to be the one that guy was talking about. Here's another one. Yep, seems the Ruin Guards did come out for a walk after all. A trail of Ruin Guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A Ruin Guard! Over there!
No time.
Nowhere to hide.
Amateur rip time.
On, reveal thyself. Incoming. Hey!
Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
Let's dance!
No time to lose. Tidal wave. Yeah!
Ready, steady, go!
Yep. No time to lose.
Hey you! Check this out! Isn't it...
What is he wearing?
I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? Excuse me. His name is Mr. Cyclops, actually. What sort of dumb name is...
Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute. Wait, what? Do people seriously...
Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's... Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty new kind, huh? I've never...
Hey! Just because you get to play with Paimon all the time does not mean that Paimon's a toy!
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child? What's the situation?
We just, you know...
You shouldn't be out here, boy. There are killing machines in the area.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine!
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely...
I'm just trying to help. I've always been
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again! My name's Tusser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But I'm all on my own. And I don't... You came all the way from Snezhnaya? Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go. What is it? Looks heavy. What the... My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tusser. Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of more. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much more from... Yay! Thanks, nice guy. All right, now we gotta make a pinky promise. You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never... Wow! That one nursery rhyme kinda says all you need to... Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea! All right! Finally, now I...
Yeah.
Good cuisine is disgusting.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here? Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tooser! My goodness! What a nice surprise, Tooser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anthon? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonya prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tooser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops! Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you. Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tooser's money.
Tooser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety. That if you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tooser. I hope you said a bit...
Yep, I always remember... Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the... I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes...
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't expect to have it quite so easy next time.
Whoa! You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice lady? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much to me.
So anyway, Paimon has a... Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's heart...
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best. I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's dark. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa. But Tooser is still so young, and in his... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our...
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr. Cyclops...
Just humor me in front of Tooser, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding payment right away.
Hey! Slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you to deal with debt collection?
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little...
Are you going off to sell toys?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tooser, duty calls. I'm sure Mr...
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure, I really like this guy. And anyway, he made a pinky promise to take good care of...
Ah, well, it sounds like Tooser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tooser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so if need be, you may find me by the river near...
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while.
So, where are we going to play first?
How about we start with the toy store?
Bang! And with that...
Huh? What are those super colorful winged things? They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string, and whoosh, the kite will fly.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops? I'm sorry.
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but...
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me up.
I'll manage.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, kinda irresponsible. Your words, not mine. But yes, we're on the same page here. Either way, it's time to talk prices.
This price is fair. Well then, I'll get that
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
For our next stop, why don't we head to Wanmin Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
A toast to our success.
I think I may have... Hello, welcome. Table for 3?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy chili? But I can't...
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joy.
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like Wanmin Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef Now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wanmin Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no business calling myself a chef ever again.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Mao. We'll be eating it?
Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are... Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant.
Is it just Paimon? Or our premium custom... Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation.
Done. I'll go prepare the food then.
Great! It's time for a nice meal!
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be with you shortly.
Chop suey!
Rio is really good. Ugh. It was a little too sweet. Paimon feels a little sick.
I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my...
But this doesn't feel right somehow. Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser?
I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good...
Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a...
I can't believe... No time to lose.
Wow, this place is huge! And there's so many people! Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze?
Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets... Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. But since this is a special occasion, this place is Liyue's commercial hub. And it's been the biggest port in the 7 nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through... Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput capacity of the wharf... yeah, Paimon can't... Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 and has a taste of each boat and the cargo it has up. Then, Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full...
Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see.
Wait, Tooser, don't run off! After all that, he wasn't even listening.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us!
Yep.
That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get!
This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position, to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away.
An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook.
Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toys?
My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame.
Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that. But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard.
But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Miss... Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
Hey! Quit running off!
Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Liyue are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go around ruining others' business.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used?
Maybe 200 times your size?
way! 200 of Paimon would squish you flat, you know.
There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish. I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy.
Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats.
What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy.
I miss my brother.
What? But we were just with him.
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
Yep. You can have all the patience in the world, but it won't help you. Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Paimon Child said that he'd be by the river near Chinshu Pool. Why don't we look for him there?
Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Come get your fresh fish.
No time to lose.
Feeble gate.
Yeah!
By royal decree. Don't blink. Head to the tape. Don't blink. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Incoming.
Head to the tape. Oz, reveal thyself.
No time to lose.
Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you, you ain't welcome.
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool. I've always wanted a...
well, why, yes, of course. For I am, The greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya!
So cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 mora, to be paid in full.
Toys? And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head of yours?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone! That's what toy selling's.
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, salesboy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
Alright then. I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms.
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the...
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear?
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But if you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf?
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by...
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch...
Huh, no problem. Don't blink, though, or you might... Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't...
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless... maybe...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I get it. It was insider talk. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3...
So this guy must be the debt collector.
And that's where you're still green. See?
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too...
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such...
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy. A wonderful...
Yes. Couldn't agree more.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Tusser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too.
I'm afraid you're still too young, Tusser. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, Tusser. A lot of people are waiting to... I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any... To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Paimon wonders too. But hey, wait! Where's Tusser? We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go? Seems likely. Either way, let's head over there.
I could get used to this. No time to lose.
Tusser, so you did come here. Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop at nothing to bring Snezhnaya victory. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zeppeljärni Palace. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and for the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites and rattledrums, who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of Liyue.
Kites are really fun, too.
This is, of course, an analogy. As they say, the marketplace, too, is a battlefield. So as your sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my a refusal shall be considered a betrayal, And the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably...
Whoa, that's really strict. Won't people be really sad if they get fired?
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Time to try something else. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us better.
Hands-on training?
After all, a strong body is the proof of one's capacity.
Hey, did he just say that we're doing...
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally? Oh, what an honor!
I can't believe it. A recruit's like us.
Am I hearing a hint of objection to this idea?
Not at all, sir!
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
You'll get frostbite.
No time to lose.
By royal decree.
Let's end this quickly!
With sword comes shadow.
Roasted frog. Well done.
Not going anywhere.
Come on, we can do it!
Roasted frog.
No time to lose.
Don't blink! Don't blink!
This was well done.
Cut to the chase.
Never end this quickly. Frozen food. Unfortunate call. Let's not waste time.
Chill to the bone.
Almost.
Income! Hey! Cut to the chase.
You can run. Can't hide. No time to lose.
Let's end this quickly.
Let's not waste time.
Cut to the chase.
Let's end this quick. This isn't good.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day.
Come on, we can do it!
Don't blink.
Let's move.
Cut to the chase.
I see through you. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just...
What a letdown.
No time to lose.
You need a
Shouldn't let your guard down.
You can't run.
Nope.
This isn't over.
Reveal by
Killjoy. We've only just begun.
right idea.
Get it together. Well done.
No time to lose.
Killjoy. We've only just begun.
Let the show begin!
It isn't time for a break yet. This should be fun.
No time to lose.
This isn't over. Let's move.
How? I had only just...
It isn't time for a break yet. This was well done.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You can't run.
Oz, reveal thyself.
This was well. You can't run.
Let the show begin! Ready, steady, go!
You can't run. Looks like I went too far. This was well done. An unfortunate fault. Cook this through.
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Yes, sir!
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger!
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all glorious victory for Snezhnaya, for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and for yourselves. Dismissed!
Brother! You were amazing!
Oh, Tusser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play at Wang Shuin.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I never pass on an opportunity to improve my strength. I'm not the man I was when we first met. By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the Foul Legacy transformation. It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Gold. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruit.
The Foul Legacy transformation? Does it make you stronger than Mr.
You could say that.
I want to learn to fight too. I want to be cool.
Now, too, sir, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the... I can teach you, but think carefully first.
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good answer, too, sir. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me.
Leave it to me.
You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser? Isn't it about time?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever.
Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing for me, I'll be a good boy and go back home.
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, what'll it be?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research!
Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, you've come as your brother. It's only right for me to grant you one last...
Exactly! Are you sure this is a good idea?
You should come along too, Traveler! This time?
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would
The brothers are ganging up on us again. Oh, fine.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the sounds of machinery and
What is this place? And how do you know?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the Fatui?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, as to why the ruin guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing.
Wow, yet another harbinger with a bad attitude. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tooser here.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea what this.
Wait, so are you or are you not worried about your brother?
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, even Tooser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right, follow me.
Brother, someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to...
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the bad guys won't.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
There's another path over there. Let's move.
Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. I need to make sure that everything... Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know. But if there's a chance it's where Tooser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly. Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt! Tusser, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get to help my big brother out?
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
No time to lose. Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Tusser?
Hurt? No way. This was really fun for you, maybe. We were all scared to death. What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his...
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Now? But...
I have a surprise for you, you know.
A surprise? Oh, what sort of surprise?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before...
Okay, 60 is a really long time. 60, 59, 58...
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 46, 45... Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
16, 12, 10...
Hey, no cheating! You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
Notice. All right. 15, 14, 13...
Ow! I had only just... Yeah. Huh?
3, 2, 1... Okay, you ready?
Give me another 10 seconds, Tusser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right, 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? This is everything I've ever dreamed of! It's Mr. Cyclops' world! Wow, he actually pulled it off. And the way he knocked those ruin guards around. But Paimon wonders if he'll be alright after he... Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. supposed to be playing hide and seek?
Oh, that's right! I was so excited that... Well, let's go look for him together, okay? Come on, we can do it!
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon. Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting stronger. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will fall, so someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, and if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something?
Quit the tough guy act already! You need to see a doctor right away, mister!
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops action?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back. I had intended to give it to him on my return to Snezhnaya, but...
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky.
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt... You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the... that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. All right. Thank you.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he?
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He didn't abandon you here on...
Oh. Well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses in this size. Look, it even has my name on it. It's my very own
You're really loving it, huh?
You bet. My brother is the best big brother ever.
You had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited the Institute of Toy... Do you think you're ready to head back to Snezhnaya?
Don't worry. I know I can't get my... So, let's go.
Sir, young Master Tooser, I've been waiting for you.
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tooser's return trip.
Who are you? My big brother always tells me never to go off with...
But you've been following us around this whole...
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all...
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you.
What a strange twist of fate!
Young Master Tooser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon.
Gee, time really flies when you're having... Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime. Yeah, pinky promise.
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky...
It's a promise then.
Bye-bye, Tooser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to ask.
Jeez, don't you think you spoiled him enough?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services.
Aha! So you...
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have her this time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crap...
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly...
Farewell.